Hey guys, this is Michael Gillen, and I want to do a quick video comparing the E88 drone to the E99 drone. And spoilers, they're both pretty much the same, but I'm still going to show you the differences that I saw. And this one actually cost me $25, and this one only cost me $18. This one had 3 batteries, this one had 1 battery, but I'm not sure exactly what the difference was. Both of them had dual camera, so I'm not sure what the difference was. Let's take a look at the box, I guess. I'm not sure how much you can actually glean from the boxes, but I mean, there it is. Okay, so here is the E88, and here is the E99. Oh, the E99 opens like this. All right. I actually switched cases because the E88 drone had a nicer case, and I'm planning to give away the E99. Sorry, I was planning to give away the E88, so I switched the cases, but the E88 case is actually better. So this is the E88 right here, and the E99. Those cases are very similar, except this ribbon over here was a little junkier, and this one was a little bit higher quality. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so taking a look at it, I bought the E88 in white, and the E99 I bought in black. And you can buy both in both situations. You could also buy it with no camera, 1 camera, 2 cameras. I got 2 cameras with both of them. You could also buy 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 batteries. And I got three batteries with E88 and 1 battery with E99, but I want to keep 1 battery in each, so I just took the foam from that one and put it into there. But basically, that's what ended up happening. Let's talk about the remote and the differences on the remote. So I'm going to do a quick remote comparison. Both of them look basically exactly the same. They both have these plastic things that go up that don't actually have any metal in them, so I don't know if they actually do anything. I'll be honest, the E88 remote that I got, at least, the truth is they could both be same exact and no difference, but the buttons were printed on better than the E99. So the E99, as you can see, it's not even printed on the buttons, but actually the things, the buttons and where they are exactly in the same places, as you can see. Let's go through buttons real quick because why not? Hold on. Okay, that's better. On the left side, you have you call it power. They call it the orientation. Basically, when you like this and like this and like this, up and down, lower and higher altitude, and right and left like turns the drone in different directions. This actually makes the drone go in that direction. So when you press this button, it'll go in that direction. Okay, this is landing, and this is taking off. Landing, taking off. The buttons over here, I don't know why they're not all right next to each other. It doesn't make sense to me, but they're basically for what they call fine tuning, and that's basically adjusting like when it sways to one side or the other side. This adjusts it so that it stops. So like if it's swaying to the right side, you want to click the left buttons. Okay, so that way it sways to the other side, and that way you press it as many times as you need in order to get it to go into you want it to be hovering in the air properly. Okay, if we look up here. Okay, both of these on the right side over here, it's flip. So if you press this button, it'll flip. Okay, and they also call it roll, but really it's flip. And what you do is you press this button, and on the E88, you press the button, and it just does an upwards flip, I think. That's what happened with me at least. When I pressed the button on this one, it did nothing, and I realized you have to like click up or down or something in order for it to actually do a flip. It doesn't just do it by itself. So depending on which way you push it, that's the way that it'll do the flip. So if you do up, it'll like go down a little bit and then do a flip upwards. If you press down, it'll go up a little bit, flip downward, right, left, same thing. Okay. Let's talk about the next button over here. So that button for both of them. Oh, so on the E88, it's a gyroscope calibration. You press it once and it calibrates. Sorry, right here. This is the E88. It calibrates the gyroscope. So you press it when you're on the floor, and it calibrates properly. And usually it calibrates wrong actually. But on the E99, it actually does a picture or a video, and that's, I guess, connected to the app somehow. I didn't know that those two systems were actually connected at all. I thought just the power was provided for both of them, but it takes a picture, so there's no calibration. I'm not sure why. I guess it doesn't need calibration. That could be one of the differences, that doesn't need calibration. Okay, let's talk about the button over here. So the button over here, it says that this is headless mode, but it has a slash over here showing that it does something else also. So I believe that when you press it once, it is headless mode, and when you hold it down, it might come home, like back to where it was originally. Now when I press here on this one, on the E99, it will actually, I think it will just, okay, so if you press it for a long time, it will go headless mode, and if you only press it once, it'll return to home. And it could be that's exactly what this one does. So I guess I guess they're both more similar than I would have thought. Yeah. By the way, I like the black color better. I know, it's just random. Okay, and now for the last button. Now this button, so if you long press it, it will go into headless mode for this one, and then if you short press it, it'll come home. Okay, let's talk about the last button. And the last button is, on both of them, it's, okay, so on the E99, if you press it, it'll switch the gears, the speed. So the amount of power you give to the propellers to go, I guess, forward or backwards. Over here, also, if you press it once or twice, it'll switch between powers, speed modes, I think. So, hold on. If you see right here, it says one button on off obstacle avoidance. Okay, and then if you press it for a long time, it is obstacle avoidance. I have found that the obstacle avoidance does not actually work. Now, if we talk about a little bit more about the, okay, so that's the remotes. So that's this remote, and it could be the remotes work with the other ones. Honestly, they probably do. Okay. Oh, both remotes use 3 AAAs. That's it. 3 AAAs, I mean. Okay. That's the. Okay. I like obviously this case better because it has, I think, more foam. This foam is like more junky, but like again, I have no clue what you're gonna get. They're probably all the same. Now let's talk about the actual device. All I could tell that was different was design. This one had like a little bit of this design, while this one had this design. They both use 2 LEDs in the front, and on top it's all 1 LED in this whole part. So the back has the same LED that's on the top, and they're both basically exactly the same. I haven't noticed anything different. They both use the same battery. The same battery works for both of them. They look like they use the same exact design. I'm not sure what is better about it. The camera just looks a little bit like more, cooler, but that could be just this one not painted. They both have the same guard system over here. This one has a sensor in the front, and this one may have a sensor in the front. I don't even know if it does or doesn't. I can't tell. So, you know what? I think the E99 doesn't have any sensors. That's, I think, the difference between them. The E99 doesn't have any sensors. The E88 does have sensors. They both have buttons on the top for power. Like I said, they both use the same batteries, and I'll show you that right now. See, this one will take it out, and this one will take out. It uses the same battery, E99, E88, they're all the same thing. So, just so you know. You might want to get matching colors, but they're both the same batteries. Do they weigh the same amount? Feels to me they both weigh the same amount. Maybe this one's a little bit heavier, actually. The E88 is a little bit heavier. From what I get, the E88 is actually a little bit higher quality. If we're talking about quality. This one actually I paid less for, so you know what? I guess you get what you pay for. Each one comes with the same exact stuff. Both of them come with the same stuff, and I just slide them together so that you know what you're getting. You get 1 micro cable, 4 spare blades. By the way, the spare blades don't necessarily help because, like I said, I showed in the previous video, it might just crack off, and it comes with 4 guards and a little screwdriver. Yeah, both of them come with a little screwdriver and an instruction booklet. So, if you want me to test out, I could test out if they connect to each other. So I'm going to try to connect the E99 drone to the E88 thing because both of them have batteries. So I wonder. Do you want to connect? It seems that the remotes are paired to just one device, but I'm pretty sure you could probably press a few buttons and pair it to a different device. So just, I'm pretty sure they're both exactly the same. So I would assume you could, if I wanted to, I could pair it to this one. Just have to press the button at the right time, whatever. But right now they're paired to the right one, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I don't want to ruin anything. If anyone wants to see me pairing them, let me know. Okay, so here we are outside. I got my drone, and I'm going to unfold it. And this is how it looks unfolded. Like this. Okay, and we're going to have it take off from right here. And hopefully it doesn't smash into anything. I'll put it down right here. And you're going to see how it does. Alright, and now we're going to turn it on. And we turn it on. We press the button for the remote. And it already connected. And we're going to take off. Okay, great. Okay, and we're going to do a flip right now. I just press it once and it just does a flip. This is the E88. Whoa. And we're going to change the altitude. It's pretty easy to control. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can control the flip type. Yeah, you can control the flip type on the E88 as well, but if you don't press anything, it'll just do an upwards flip. Now, there are a bunch of different modes. As you can see, it's not doing too bad. It's actually staying in the same position. It's not floating too much. It's floating a little bit to the left right now, but it's really not too bad at all. If I press the right button right here, it'll stop floating to the left as much. But right now it's going lower, so maybe I'll reset the gyroscope. I'm gonna land it right now. Maybe I'll land it right on the table. I wonder if I could do that properly without ruining anything. Nope, I can't. Land it right here. I'm gonna press this button right here. It's gonna reset the gyroscope thingy, and then we're gonna take off again. Okay, great. And we're gonna go forward, we're gonna go circles, we're gonna go backwards, we're gonna go a little bit higher. And it's pretty easy to control, honestly. I think that putting the guards on is a great idea, but I don't always really do the greatest things, so I guess that this is me using the drone. And there are different speeds. I'm gonna change the speed to see how much a difference it makes. Oh, it makes a big difference. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna have it land now because it's going away. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you, and have a great day. And definitely recommend this drone for $25, but anything more than $30, start getting overpriced because it is a little bit of a piece of junk.